Though he was ultimately acquitted, John Landis was charged with manslaughter after a helicopter crash on the set of The Twilight Zone killed 3. Interestingly, the trial had 93 days of testimony, including 71 witnesses called by the prosecution. J.R. Smith was found to be driving in excess of 60 miles an hour when he ran a stop sign in New Jersey when he crashed into another vehicle. J.R. Smith's passenger, a longtime friend, was thrown from the vehicle and later died from his injuries. Smith served 30 days and 500 community service hours. A candidate for one of the more boneheaded moves to end up on this list, former NBA player Jason Williams accidentally shot and killed his chauffeur with a shotgun while showing it to some friends. He was eventually convicted of reckless manslaughter. He was released in 2011. William S. Burroughs, famed beat author, shot and killed fellow beat writer Joan Vollmer while drunk, after convincing her to perform their William Tell act, something they had never done before. Burroughs reportedly bribed his way out of it and only saw about 2 weeks of jail time. Rapper C. Murder, also known as Corey Miller, was with his brothers Master P and Silk the Shocker at a club on January 12, 2002. Following an altercation that saw 16-year-old Steve Thomas being beaten and shot to death, Miller was identified as the assailant. He was then convicted of second-degree murder, but the verdict was overturned by the Louisiana Supreme Court in 2006. A second trial found him guilty, and he was sentenced to life in prison. Reportedly, the motivation for the killing was after Thomas embarrassed Miller during a rap battle hosted at the club. In a sketchy affair, Howard Hughes, the famed billionaire, was accused of hitting and killing a pedestrian with his car. Eyewitnesses claimed that Hughes was at fault, but later changed their tune, though speculators believe they were bribed to do so. Another athlete for the list, former New England Patriot Aaron Hernandez, was convicted of murdering Odin Lloyd, a semi-pro football player, in a field in an industrial park. Aaron Hernandez is serving life. Convicted of murder twice, Don King seems to be the king of just one thing, getting off early. After serving 4 years of a 20-year sentence in the late 60s for murder, King was convicted and imprisoned for a second time, though he was subsequently pardoned by the governor of Ohio after serving another 4 years. Sid Vicious, of rock and roll fame, murdered his girlfriend while high on heroin. Vicious himself died of a heroin overdose before he saw trial. Record producer Phil Spector backed many artists, including the Beatles and the Ramones. After actress Lana Clarkson was found shot to death in his mansion, Spector claimed the gunshot was self-inflicted. However, several people have claimed to have been held at gunpoint by Spector in the past. The first trial ultimately concluded as a hung jury, while the second trial found him guilty, subsequently sentencing him to 19 years to life. Academy Award-winning actor Gig Young, who won Best Supporting Actor for They Shoot Horses, Don't They?, married his fourth wife, 21-year-old German actress Kim Schmidt, at the age of 64. 3 weeks following their marriage, the couple was found dead in their apartment. Police concluded that Young murdered Schmidt and then killed himself. No motive for the killing ever came to light. Another tragic stop sign running. At the age of 17, former First Lady Laura Bush, the wife of former U.S. President George Bush, hit and killed a young sports star in her hometown. Laura was never charged. Famous for his role as Ferris Bueller, Matthew Broderick claimed infamy for his careless driving, which resulted in the death of 2. Broderick was let off with a slap on the wrist. Tupac Shakur is a well-known symbol for the anti-police movement and general street gang violence, due in no small part to his sordid history with gun violence. In fact, in 1992, a stray bullet ballistically confirmed to have come from a gun registered to Tupac struck and killed a 6-year-old boy. A cash settlement was reportedly made with the mother of the child. The slowest car chase in Los Angeles history, and a glove that didn't fit, may be the two most iconic elements to O.J.'s murder acquisition, until his 2007 release of his book titled, I Did It. We know O.J. We know.